Hi everybody, welcome to Paper Wishes Weekly Webisodes. I'm Lene Gehrig, and today from our friends at 3Quarter Designs, we've got the O Texture Collection. This is a card making kit, and it makes 6 6x4 cards, and then there's lots more in it that you can make more cards if you brought your own bases in. You guys, this is the type of cards they make. So fun and easy to put together. On this one, I did add a little row of Dazzle stickers at the top and the bottom. This is their giveaway card for this episode, so if you stick around, you'll learn how one lucky viewer can win this card to keep or share with a friend. So come play with us. All right, let's take a little flip through this card making kit. We had one recently at the beginning of our month here at Paper Wishes, and it was called Petal Serenade, and you guys loved that one. So we decided we had to do another one with you guys. Apparently you love the fact that everything is included in this kit, and we just add a little bit of inking or a little dazzles for just an extra idea. But yeah, this is all, you just need a little bit of glue and maybe some foam tape if you want to play with these. All right, so this is, you get 6 6x4 pre-cut scored cards, 3 landscape, 3 portrait. And then you're getting 16 5.8 by 3.8 double-sided papers or ephemera items, words, die-cut pages, all together. All right, so this one has, of course, a textured look about it, but it's also kind of more of a masculine vibe. The Petal Serenade that we did, very feminine, and so now we got one for the guys. So this one, we've got this background here. I mean, could be like honeycomb, but also could be like chain link fence. I mean, there's a lot of different things this texture could be, and Debbie used it on her card right here. It just, all these little pieces just punch right out, and then you can add it to your card. Now we have all these little card toppers that are on here that I'm going to be showing you, and then she added that. And then I added just a little bit of gold pearl jewel dazzle stickers. Took a bunch of stuff with me on that one. Right here, these are the fancy border dazzle stickers, and peeled that off and added it to the top of the bottom with a little scallop. And then she layered all of these pieces and then foam taped this piece here and another foam tape there. Stick around until the end of the video. I'm going to tell you how you can win this card. We're going to give it away to one of our viewers. All right, so let's see. All of these are gears and clocks and metal tags and film strip. These are all just punching right out. Same with this one. Oh, cool. We've got like a Viewmaster. Yeah, what were those called? They were Viewmasters, but what was this thing called? It was like a little film disc or something. Yeah. I love those. Those were great. All right, and we've got the metal stars. Okay, now all of these are textured looking papers, and you would just cut them right down the center, and then they fit right on top of, you've got your cards. Okay, so you've got ones like this with the fold on this side, and then you've got with the fold on the short side too. All right, so you would just cut these in half, and then they're sized to just fit perfectly on your card, leaving a little bit of a white border for a mat, which is really nice. Okay, so you get 6 of these, 3 of each style. Then look, I love all the swirls. So they're not just for guy cards, right? Adding some more color, you know, you can make these for anybody. Okay, I love this one with the black and the gray. There's a little bit of music on it. Flip it over here. We've got stenciling, we've got brick. More stenciling, more of the purple and the gold here. And then you've got this really cool like orange and black. I love the timepieces on here. Here's one with pink, a little bit of orange on there as well. More of that same color scheme. And then we've got the brickwork with like stenciling over the top of that. This rich red is so cool. And then you've got the black, kind of the scratchiness and the stenciling. Here's this red again. The orange and black with the timepiece, the stripes. And then this one, like a ledger, This one has got like the film strips on it. Here's more with the film strips, more with the black. Turn this over. These are great colors with the aqua and the lime green. This is sort of a brown color with black on it. As you can see, there's way more than 6 backgrounds on these. All right, and then we've got the gray and then the black, and this one looks like it has brown or maybe even burgundy in it. And then more of that brickwork. All right, and then we've got our cutout page here. So these are all kinds of cool little greetings. This half of it, they're going this direction, and then I don't know why, but this half, the other half is going the other direction. Yeah, just all kinds of different greetings. Congrats, happy birthday, wahoo, say cheers, best wishes. And then if you don't want to use those, there's these patterns on the background. And then the back sheet gives you card ideas, which is really nice. So it gives you 6 card ideas, plus the 4 I'm going to give you here today. So you're getting lots of ideas. All right, so let's jump into the next card idea. So for this one, I used a little bit of charcoal. No, I didn't. I used some, here we go. No, that's not it either. Where did I put my brown? I guess I forgot to bring it. My favorite color, cocoa bean ink. I inked the edges of the card and then glue that to the center. And then you guys, on the corners here, I added these, we call these coil corners. So coil corner dazzle stickers. You just peel them off. They come in 3 different sizes. And they're just these like very delicate little strings that you can just put in the corners. Very nice. And then here I have one of the little cutout tags. And this one I foam taped and then inked the edges of these pieces and just sort of tucked them in. And then you'll see all these little pieces here, like these half pieces. These are actually the smaller gold doilies that we have on our gold pearl doily dazzles, which are so great. And so you can just add little, like cut them in half and add them to the edges of things. And I think people tend to think of doilies as being sort of feminine looking, but I think you can definitely see by adding them here, they almost look like another gear that you can add. And then adding that little arrow pointing that, take your time. Okay, so we also wanted to show you how you can use these on other bases. So this is a white card base, okay? This is 6.5 by 5 inches. Debbie actually just covered it with some black cardstock, and then she took one of the cutouts and put it on the top here, and then she took another one of the same background and she tore it and glued it towards the bottom. And then if you can see going around the edges here, here and here, this shiny edge, she used straight line dazzle stickers, and she added these in black. They're a black sort of matte color vinyl. And you could use any of these colors. They come in a pack together. There's black, white, brown, silver, and gold. And she added those down the sides and then across the center here, and then added some black cardstock to the happy birthday and foam taped that right over the center. And then here are the gear pieces, glued 2 of those, and then foam taped 3. Foam taped the little tag, and then foam taped this one. Just such a great idea to just expand your card size if you'd like. And then she did it again on this one, just a completely different card size. Debbie used one of our favorites. This is our center step die cut cards. They come in a pack of 5 cards, 5 envelopes. They're already die cut, they're already folded. You pop them out and they literally are just like white and ready to cover like this. And all of these items, you guys, you can find down below our video in the on our Paper Wishes webisode page. Just look below the video and you'll see full color photos of the cards, and then below that all the different supplies that we used. And once again, if you're watching us on YouTube, just look below the video in the description box and there's a link that'll take you to this Paper Wishes webisode page. So you guys, she used her papers to cover her card here, okay? And I'm going to grab one of these to give you an example. Okay, so for this one, she took this orange one and she went ahead and she glued it to the card, and then she just cut down the side right here. And then remember, you get two of these. She glued one to the other side and then trimmed that, and then used that excess paper on these little shoulder pieces right here. And then this red piece right here, she glued in the center right there. So, oh, let me back that up. Now I know what she did. She took this orange piece and she cut it in half, and then she glued half of it to this side and trimmed it, and then the other half is on this side. So she only used one of the orange pieces, and then just some excess paper here and here. Then this red one, she glued right there down the center, okay? And then this piece right here, this is this large tag, and then when you just punch these out, it has these little circles. So she foam taped her tag right here, and then added some of those doily dazzle stickers in the center. And then what's really cool, I love that she did this, this doily, see it's how it's hanging off the edge? Well, it's a sticker. How does that work, right? She took some acetate, you can get this by the sheet at Paper Wishes, and she took this doily and peeled that off, put it on the acetate, and then just took some small scissors and cut around it. So you can see through it, and yet it's not going to stick to anything. And then she just kind of glued that right there, and then foam taped this one. Inked the edges on these things with charcoal ink here, and then a little tiger orange around the orange pieces. Love that. Okay. So you guys, this is a great one that's just like for the guys, for anybody that loves that textured look, that grunge look. And look at all the different things that you can do with it. Debbie did a phenomenal job with her cards. I think I'm going to set that one up. There we go. So you guys, now I'm going to tell you how you can participate in our card giveaway on this one. So we love giving away a card every Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday video, okay? So we're doing that over on our Paper Wishes webisode page. So if you're watching, sorry, back that up. If you're watching us on our Paper Wishes webisode page, we're going to ask that you go to our YouTube channel, which is called My Paper Wishes. And the YouTube channel is where we are doing our little contests. So all you need to do is subscribe to our YouTube channel, My Paper Wishes, like this video with a thumbs up, and leave us a comment. And then after about a week, we'll reply, congratulations, YouTube username blank. And then we'll fill in somebody's username and tell them how to claim their card. So if you don't remember your YouTube username, just go back and look at your comment because it's labeled with your username. It's also a good idea to hit that notification bell at the top right-hand corner on YouTube so that you can be aware of when we're making a card announcement for our giveaway. We do this every Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday videos. And of course, you would have to participate in each one separately for a chance to win. So you guys, thank you so much for joining me today. Don't forget about that fantastic money saver we have and the card giveaway, and we'll see you in the next one.